I'm Mickey, and I want to tell you some stories about the way that I was dealt with. And I believe that the way that I was dealt with was unethically, deceitfully, and dishonestly for the company that I went to work for in March of 2011. And what happened was, you don't know what you don't know. And so I didn't know that the Vice President of Alliances that was going to hire me, really his intentions was, and he did not say this, but that he only intended for me and Marcus Tejada to be in the company for around 12 to 18 months at most. And he presented the jobs as permanent, long-term technical business development jobs. And he promised 30 to 50% more income, and so the enticement was very good to go to work for these companies. And so I went to work in March. The second week of March, I went to the UK, and I met the owner of the company, Charlie, and many others in development, engineering, and customer service. So I thought everything was legitimate and ready to go. To my surprise, when I went to HP Discover in September with Simon, I got invited up to the Pope nightclub at Caesar's Palace because I had met one of the managers on the way out from Atlanta to Las Vegas, and I had a real good conversation with him, and we made good friends, and he just made some invites. And so Simon and I went. We paid for nothing. We had $10,000 tables. We had everything we wanted to eat. We had all the drinks we wanted to drink, and so Simon had a few drinks, and he opened up to me. And what he opened up to me was, he said, well, your information was only good for a year anyway, because we've been talking about the cancer, and I didn't know a lot about the cancer, and I didn't know a lot about what was going to happen moving forward. And so he made the comment that, well, your information's only good for a year anyway. That struck me odd because I have long-term, 15 years worth of experience within HP, and I felt like he was wrong. I didn't pursue the conversation, but I went on through my chemo treatments, and I had a bone marrow stem cell transplant in December, and in January, Simon fired Marcus Tejada. And according to Marcus said that Simon only intended for us to have the jobs for short periods of time. We were not aware of that. We thought we were in a legitimate business. We thought that it was a legitimate company, and we thought that Simon was doing the right things. And it turned out that Simon was unethical and he did not do the right things. So let me explain from my perspective some things that he promised he was doing on a weekly basis on an Alliance conference call, when in fact he confessed in April of 2012 to me and to David Rosane, our Vice President, that he had not been pursuing contracts with the 8 other HP enterprises. Because really what HP enterprises do is the industry standard servers, they run their own business. The technology services run their own business. The personal systems group run their own business. Then clients run their own business. Federal runs their own business. So because they run their own business, they won't take an umbrella contract and use it to pay their employees. What they want is specific terms and conditions to outline how people get paid within HP and within our company, and so it requires a separate contract for each of the enterprises within HP. Simon did not want to pursue those, and so he finished eating, he put down his fork, and he said, I have a confession to make. I have intentionally not been pursuing building contracts with HP ISS, HP Technology Services, HP PSG, with the the people at Federal wanted it done so bad that they were actually able to push it through even despite signing. So that contract was put in place. So during this time, Walmart had an HP thin client person in there, and Walmart was having extreme difficulties with the VDI project, and the HP thin client person continued to talk up AppSense and continued to talk about our software and how we would enhance the ability for them to be able to go beyond 300 VDI clients to be able to log in at one time. So they finally were convinced, and instead of that going through an HP Alliance program, that $450,000 program went direct